Welcome back in this morning. Well, the Homebuyers tax credit gets an extension and some additions, too. More of you may qualify now than realize. Financial planner Stewart Welch, our regular guest here, joining us once again to explain this. You have a good holiday?
I did. How about you?
Good. It's good to see you. All right, this is a great thing that people are able to use, but I think you and I were just going over it, kind of people maybe qualified that don't realize it, right?
They may. The first-time home buyer, some people think, like you and I are talking about, is does that mean it's the first home you've ever bought? And the answer is no. If you have not owned a home for 3 years, then you actually qualify as a first-time home buyer. So a lot of people would qualify this.
Yeah, so you've been out of that home, not under ownership, for at least 3 years. You're a first-time home buyer again. Okay, so it was supposed to expire today.
Today was the day it was supposed to expire, and what Congress did, it was actually a pretty successful program, stimulated housing sales. So what Congress did is they came in and extended the law to May 1, 2010. Then they also expanded it for what they consider long-term home buyers. And so the first thing is, on the first-time home buyer, you can get a tax credit, and that's like dollar for dollar money in your pocket, up to $8,500. So it's 10% of the purchase price up to $8,500.
Okay.
And if you are a long-time home buyer, have owned a home at least 5 years, and you buy a new home, then you can get a credit of up to $6,500.
Okay. So you can't make a certain amount of money, though, to qualify for this.
There is a phase out. So if you're single and you make over, it's $125,000, you begin a phase out for the next $20,000. So from $125,000 to $145,000, you phase out. And if you file a joint return, it's $225,000 up to $245,000. So if you're making under those amounts, you are eligible for the credit. Okay,
so if you're thinking about buying a home between now and May, what are the questions that probably people need to be asking to find out and what this will do for them?
Well, first of all, the qualifying period is November the 6th. So if it's of this year, so November the 6th of this year. So I think the thing is if you qualify for that first-time home buyer, it's a great opportunity to get in and get the home quick, get the home and get some help. Now, one of the things is the tax credit comes back on your tax return, so it's not money that's front-end loaded to help you with your down payment. You've got to figure out how you're going to get that. You
still got to have that.
You still have to get that. When you file your tax return, you're going to get the money back in form of a tax credit against federal taxes owed. If you ended up with some excess tax credit, that will come back to you in the form of a tax refund.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
So on the back end, you're going to end up getting a good amount of money back.
You are.
Okay. All right. So if people qualify for that, that would be a good time if you're thinking of buying a home.
It is a perfect time to think about it.
All right. Good to see you.
Thanks, Jane.